I've been a lifelong fan of photo booths, so I began working on creating my own photo booth. I have a background in software development, so writing the software myself and working with friends to build a large wooden frame using consumer electronics, we got it together and had for Oaks 2006, had a photo booth at my house.
I moved to Louisville in 2006, and very quickly I met Daniel, and he had this awesome homemade photo booth in his living room. I was very intrigued and learned about his amazing skill as a software designer. So we teamed up and we very quickly realized how well we complement each other. His strength in software, my strength in design, building, photography. So the early decisions that we made that really helped us out in the long run, which we still abide by today, obviously it had to be highly portable. It had to be inexpensive to operate. Meaning not a lot of labor, not a lot of expensive paper costs and stuff like that. It had to look great. It had to have nice classic looking graphics. It kind of had to keep the spirit alive of the old photo booths. And the pictures had to be great. The pictures had to be good. It had to be high contrast, nice black and white to really give you that feel of old photo booths.
Once we had this portable booth, we decided that we needed to create a company. Within 6 months and with very little advertising, we were already renting the booth out almost every weekend and had to start building more photo booths. We realized in quick order that not only was this something that could be huge in Louisville, but nationwide. By 2008, we had moved into an office on Market Street and hired our first full-time employee.
We were able to get back to product development, new market research, work on our growth strategy, work on a national marketing strategy, things like that, that we needed to set up before we start growing. The main thing is we started adding, people to our team and looking for the type of experts in their fields that, had the skills that we didn't. So, bringing in a marketing consultant, we brought in a web developer, we brought in a high-level programmer, and we started an advisory board. Very well-qualified, experienced people in their field that can give us the type of advice we need. With that team in place, we were able to open our second market, our first market outside of Louisville, San Francisco, in May of 2009. Me being from San Francisco gave us a kind of an in-place network of very good connections that we could go and make it kind of easy to open a new market. But we also chose San Francisco because it would really stretch us and really challenge us to learn the things we needed to learn. The infrastructure is necessary on the physical, the digital, the human side. We had to set up, we had to test, we had to make sure we knew exactly what we were doing. Everything from coding, the portals of how we get data, the pictures from San Francisco to our Louisville corporate office, and then also testing like how many people it's going to take, how many people do we have to add in this office here in Louisville to accommodate the work necessary in San Francisco.
Our experience in San Francisco helped us fine-tune our expansion model so that we can now quickly and efficiently open in cities across the U.S. The Chicago market opened in October 2009, and Nashville is scheduled for the new year.
We want a Magbooth in every city. We want, when someone thinks of a photo booth rental company or thinks of a photo booth, they think of a Magbooth from the Magnolia Photo Booth Company.
The reason that I select and work with Peter Tower and his team is because they're the ultimate professionals. I never have to worry about anything. Branding is everything for our organization. And outside of Louisville, Kentucky, not a lot of people know who Humana is. And what's happened is by our leveraging Magnolia Photo Booth Company is that people then walk away and have Humana. They also have a piece of Louisville. And you get to interact with people in a whole different way as they're trying on props. You get to see the creative side. You get to feel the energy in the room. And then, of course, when the actual photo comes out, you hear the cheers and the laughter. You walk around Humana and you walk around our organization, and I see it as screensavers. I see the photo booth. I mean, it's one of those things that it just doesn't go away lightly. By looking at the other vendors and looking at their photographs and comparing them to what Peter Tower and his team does, there's absolutely no comparison. As an executive here and not a local Louisvillian, I can tell you that I work with several organizations in the community to represent Louisville. And the first on my top priority is that I consistently contact Peter Tower and the members of his team to really set Humana and set Louisville apart from the rest of the competitors out there. It's just such a fascinating idea, Peter Tower.
Power bracelet.